Severe weather is returning to parts of the country starting today. And large hail, damaging winds, and a couple of tornadoes are possible. Now, how is today going to shake out? I'm going to have all that and more in your outbreak setup starting now. All right, so here is the severe risk for today, and the areas that I'm most concerned about are this enhanced risk up here in Montana. That is a 3 out of 5 risk, and that includes cities like Helena, Great Falls, and Billings. But we do have a slight risk that goes all the way down through South Dakota into western Nebraska and even western Kansas. If I zoom out even further here and go a little bit to the east, we have a secondary area of severe weather. This is more in the eastern United States from Kentucky down through Tennessee, where some strong storms are possible as well. But by far the greatest chance to see the strongest storms are up here in Montana and in eastern Wyoming. This is where we have a risk for tornadoes. We've got this 5% risk that's centered right in Montana. But we do have a tornado risk that goes all the way down into western Nebraska. So that'll be a secondary target for a lot of storm chasers today. That includes cities like Scotts Bluff and Rapid City as well. But here is the reason why they've issued the enhanced risk for today. It's not for tornadoes, it's for large hail. And large hail is going to be a huge concern, especially in Montana. That's where we've got this 30% in red. That is a big time risk. And it looks like that's the main threat today, along with significant wind. Looking at visible satellite, we do have some cloud cover currently over Montana, even into South Dakota and Nebraska, but that is clearing out. Those clouds are going to push off to the east. That's going to allow our sun to come out and destabilize things in a big way. All right, so let's go ahead and time this out today. So starting around noon to 1 p.m., there could be a couple of showers and storms, especially in eastern Montana, but things start to pop right in there around 19Z. As we go throughout the next couple hours, look, there is your storms right there in Montana. Those should be your strong to severe storms with large hail, damaging winds, and especially these storms on the southern side here. Let me just zoom in even further. This one and this one. Those would be the ones that I'd be greatest concerned about producing tornadoes. And look at this, HRRR is even picking up on the big time hail with these storms. Further off to the south, here are the storms that are moving into Nebraska, right in there. It's going to be more of a line though. I think if you do get a tornado, it will be embedded somewhere in that line. By about 8 p.m., let's go check on our storms further up to the north. They are still going. So heads up, eastern Montana. Looking at our secondary area tonight, we do have some storms that are going to form. See this line right in here in Mississippi. This will be your main catalyst for storms today as that line pushes off to the north and east as we go throughout the afternoon into the evening. That's where I would expect to see a couple severe thunderstorm warnings, potentially. Threat is kind of looking meh. Thanks for joining me here in my weather bunker. This is Stormcat 5, and I'll see you on the next one.